Morning, everyone. One of the things I love about the chatter that we hear when we're coming into the sanctuary is that it sounds like people who have never met each other before. You'd never think that we know each other all our life. Blessings and welcome. Welcome to you here in the sanctuary and to those joining us online. I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently this week, right? So Jennifer doesn't know this, but I'll not be doing any treatments. What I will do is use stuff that has already happened since the Prosperity Palooza started, just to keep us Everyone all right? Gosh. Yeah, just to make sure that we are up to speed on what has gone, so we can just add Jennifer's stuff to it, thanks to Steve. Actually, I have this stuff written out, so for a small fee. All right, so let us settle. It's prosperity, Steve, I have to look into what I don't understand you. So, all right, let us just relax. Let us just relax and join Steve in the opening affirmative prayer that Theo did last week. There is one infinite presence, active, intelligent, generous, moving as all of us. That presence is the source of all good, all supply, all wisdom. And I know that this same presence lives and moves through us now. Prosperity is not something we wait for. Prosperity is something we practice. Right here in this community, prosperity is in action. It shows up as clear thinking, inspired ideas, willing hearts, and courageous follow-through. It flows through our giving and our receiving, our planning and our purpose. I affirm that every need is met as we move into alignment with spirit. Resources come together easily. Right opportunities appear at the right time. Nothing is delayed, denied, or withheld. We are open, we are available, we are active participants in the great good that is already unfolding. And so we stand in gratitude, knowing that this word is set in motion, now complete, powerful, and effective. And together we say, and so it is. We will stay seated for the whole of the first part of the service this morning. So please let us do the prosperity affirmation. Together, I live in a world that is filled with God's abundance, and I now claim this as my own. The riches of the universe are open to me, and I partake of them in wisdom and joy. All my affairs are under the law of prosperity. Increased good flows to me from all directions and through all people. There is no lack in my consciousness, for God's ideas fill my thought, and all is richness and opulence. I am orderly in my ways. I am loving, kind, and gracious. I speak this day in terms of abundance. I expect increased prosperity to take place in my world, for I know that God's activity is alive in my affairs. I now give thanks that the riches of God are mine to use and enjoy in right ways, and so it is. Together, we're going to stay seated and prayerfully just do this chant, the center of my joy. Yahweh, you're the center of my joy. All that's good and perfect comes from you. You're the heart of my contentment, hope for all I do. Yahweh, you're the center of my joy. Yahweh, you're the center of my joy. All that's good and perfect comes from you. You're the heart of my contentment, hope for all I do. Yahweh, you're the center of my joy. Just hum that now, please. So just sit, breathe, and pay attention to what it's like to be you. Just sit and breathe and pay attention to what it is like to be you. Nothing to add, nothing to take away, nothing to fix, nothing to change or do. Just you. Sitting, breathing, paying attention. You're welcome here. Yahweh is the center of our being. And so it is. Not young at heart, real young people. Could you join us on the platform, please? Come on, Johnny. I won't ask you to do anything today. I know we've been picking on you these past few weeks. The prayer, oh, sorry. The prayer for our youth. There is one life. That life is my life now. Divine intelligence guides, uplifts, and nurtures all beings, especially the youth, who are the promise of a new world. May all youth worldwide walk in the awareness of their spiritual magnificence. And so it is. I will light the youth candle. Some more here from 7 o'clock, walk on even later. That's nice. We can just bless them. We love you. We appreciate you. We salute the Christ in you. We see you as shining lights unto your world. God is blessing you now. And so it is. So let us rock the mission song. You can stand up and dance for the mission song. Just sing that song there alone. That sounds good. I wish I could lie and say a few brief announcements, but I know I can depend on you, Reverend John. So let us be very clear here. The music thing is not a joke thing. If you want to come and join the music thing, come and join the music thing. I'm going to cross this thing after the announcements. But still, we start at 12:30, right? And so it's a good thing if you can come. Right? On Tuesday, our spiritual mind healing service, practitioner Tamu Davidson will be our speaker, right? Our theme is, what if there truly is a power greater than you and you can use it? Wow, that sounds like one of Tamu's topics. Yeah, so Tuesday, 6 o'clock. The link will be sent to your email, and just go on to Temple of Light on YouTube and you'll see it. The Center for Spiritual Living, the Centers for Spiritual Living convention will be held on April 7 to 10 at the Peppermill Resort Spa and Casino in Reno, Nevada. A special highlight will be the Wednesday night celebration where the Caribbean contingent will join in honoring Reverend Michelle Senegal and John Scott as they are conferred with doctorate, honorary doctorates. So, Jamaican Massive, meaning the whole of UNO, please contact the office if you are interested in making arrangements, right? Early burial business end 2 days' time, so hurry up. On Sunday, February 1, we continue our Prosperity Palooza. The theme for the 5th week is Tying It All Together, featuring Ifashani Dehaney, Gabby Davidson, and Matthew Mackenzie. Remember to wear the greatest color ever, purple. Hey, I'm just reading the announcements, right? Our speaker agrees, so later for now. You are invited to a spiritually grounded Circle of Compassionate Healing on Tuesday, February 3, 6:30 p.m. in the book room. This supportive grief circle welcomes anyone experiencing loss in any form, offering a sacred space for reflection, connection, healing, remembrance, facilitated by Reverend Michelle Senegal, along with Lorraine Jones, our spiritual guide, our grief counselor, and Michelle Hilton, right? All are experienced loss survivors and grief support practitioners. That is Tuesday, February 3, 6:30 p.m. in the book room. The practitioners of the temple will host a benefit performance of the play A Rose of Sharon, directed by T.K. Dawkins, my very good friend, on Sunday, March 8 at 5:30 p.m. At 5 p.m. Cost is $3,500 per ticket for an evening of laughs and fellowship. Please get your tickets from Steve, and when he's out, you may check any other practitioner. Okay. I'm Steve. Listen, I'm reading the announcements, okay? Tithes and offering. Thank you for your generosity. Buy the tickets from Steve. Your financial support, right? Lifts our Temple of Light tremendously, right? Our banking details are all on donate.templeoflightcsl.org, and we'll run the announcement loop at the end of the service, right, Shavani? And so you can catch up if you missed anything now. But all of what I read is here, trust me. And that's it for our announcements, right? So I want us to stay seated, say me, for the prayer of our center. Together, the Temple of Light Center for Spiritual Living is a sacred field embodying our spiritual community from which the Christ, peace, love, and joy emanate, to touch, to heal, to bless, to prosper, and to liberate anyone who comes into contact with it in any way. The light of the Christ illumines us, our center, and our environment. Our spiritual community is filled with and surrounded by the presence of God and is growing from strength to strength. The power of God expands our consciousness of truth, guiding us ceaselessly along the paths of wisdom, spiritual growth, unfoldment, and attainment. We are blessed, and to God be the honor and glory forever, and so it is. Praise song. You can stand up for the praise song. So, what a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. Oh, pull up.
Daddy.
It's prosperity we're singing about, you know. Lord,
All right.
all right, give me the same energy as the temple song. I wish I'd do about the temple song. All right, from the top, because Steve don't know the song anyway. So, all right, run it. Run back the slides, please.
What a wonderful world, a wonderful world. Now I find the peace and the joy within. What a wonderful world, a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. All abundance is mine, abundance is mine. I accept the flow of prosperity. All abundance is mine, abundance is mine. What a wonderful world. I am filled with the light, so filled with the light. As my thoughts reflect in your harmony, I am filled with the light. I'm filled with the light. What a wonderful, brilliant work. I give thanks and rejoice. Give thanks and rejoice. For the truth free and the spirit free. I give thanks and rejoice. Give thanks and rejoice. What a wonderful, beautiful world. What a wonderful world. A wonderful world. Now I find the peace and the joy within. What a wonderful world. A wonderful world. What a wonderful, wonderful world. Wonderful, wonderful world. Wonderful, wonderful world.
Lord, God sleep late on Sundays, you know, so we have to sing loud. All right, don't sit down, Mr. Orion. Don't sit down. I know you. Not no, Mr. Orion alone. So much of name, Mrs. Orion. You see how much people sat up and I said, don't sit down, Mr. Orion. Have a little talk with him afterwards. Mr. Orion has some information for us.
Good morning, friends. Good to see you all. I am so happy to let you know that, as we said last week, Sunday we're starting a scholarship program for young people who cannot afford their music fees. So the good news, we have 13 scholarships. One more, 14. And for those who were not here, I can just briefly explain how it works. We started a music program in May of last year that played at Community Sing. So you saw the progress our young people have made. In order to make it self-sustaining, we need to pay the tutors and buy more musical equipment, whether amplifiers and guitars and so on. So what we're doing as of the 1st of February is that we're asking those who have the wherewithal in our temple to sponsor one student for 6 months at $2,000 per class, which is one per week. And that's for 6 months, so that's 25 classes times 2,000, that's $50,000. And you can name it after anyone that you hold close to your heart. And I'll just give one example. Don't get jealous. Auntie Lilith has said she'd like to name hers after Master Noel Dexter. But you can name it after anyone else. But here's a big advantage. It will allow the more mature among us to help the young people and also to attract them to come to Temple of Light. Because most of the people who originally came had never had anything to do with the Temple of Light. They just came for the music. But here is what is happening. Gabby has come over into our membership of the temple, or our attendance, and participating, and Matthew is on drums. So it shows that, as Reverend Michelle said, build it and they will come. So I just wanted to let you know it's working, and each student is going to need to sign a written form saying, I promise to be punctual, I promise to come every week, I promise to be well-behaved, I promise to practice, I promise to send a video every week to show my progress, and I promise to play whenever needed at events in our Temple of Light. So it is a good way for the more mature around us to keep in touch with young people as part of our community service. And also, remember, I'm colorblind. Is this brown or orange? Well, whatever color it is, not white. Remember to give to our music ministry, which not only is about the teaching classes, but about supporting our band, which people said they really love and has made coming here just a joyful experience. It even makes me sing louder. Thank you.
I will name my scholarship after my brother George. We didn't ask if there were any first-time visitors. Are there any first-time visitors? Reverend Tan, you're not new, really. All right, so we're good with that. So remember I said I wouldn't be doing any treatments earlier, right? So what I'll do now is just maybe go back to week 1 of Prosperity Palooza and remind us of some of our affirmation. We'll still sing the songs or the refrains that come when I say, and so it is. So please bear with me. Week 1 of Prosperity Palooza, Reverend Michelle spoke about the need for a collective willingness. And we, as a congregation, affirmed we are here to allow our collective vision of prosperity and abundance to be made manifest. So in, through, and as us, the life that is God, that is the truth of us, will outpicture as this prosperity and as this collective willingness. For God is life. God is life, that life surrounds me. In that life I safely dwell. 'Tis above, beneath, within me. Life is mine, and all is well. God is life, pure life. God is life, sweet life. That life is mine, mine, and all is well. The thing about life is that when we experience honest introspection, as Reverend Ann recommended the second week, then because the truth of the law that the collective vibration attracts its like, then it stands to reason that if collectively we are reflecting on givingness, and if we consciously and collectively work in that regard, then Reverend John's tale of Mara, who lived by the sea, will bring pure joy, because in our giving, our monkey jar never runs out. Here's what I observed about monkey jar. If you remove the K, it becomes a money jar. Also, during that ceremony, when we honored Mr. Orain, Reverend Michelle spoke of the Gula people who do all their spiritual work in community. Now, what greater love could there be? What better to attract than the joy of a whole community with a consciousness that their monkey jar can never be empty? That is the joy we speak of. God is joy, that joy surrounds me. In that joy I safely dwell. It's above, beneath, within me. Joy is mine, and all is well. God is joy, pure joy. God is joy, sweet joy. That joy is mine, mine, and all is well. And so it absolutely is. So we can stand and sing, Life is for Living, in the key that's in
Life is for living. Whatever you will live for, you will give. Life is for giving. Whatever you will give to life will live. Life is for doing, for living, giving, doing, learning all. Life is for you and life is for me. Life is for living now. Life is for loving. Whatever you will love enough is yours. Life is for sharing. Whatever you will share with others grows. Life is for being, for loving, sharing, being, learning now. Life is for you and life is for me. Life is for living now. Life is for doing, whatever you will do with me. Life is for giving, whatever you will give to life with me. Life is for giving, whatever you will do it now. Life is for you and life is for me. Life is for living now.
I mean, I lie, it sound good, it sound real good. Have a seat, please. So, our speaker this morning, let me just say that her school is the high school football, soccer champions of Jamaica. Okay? Can't remember the name of the school though. That's Excelsior. Thank you, Excelsior. But at heart, you know, despite the fact of her being a practitioner for all these umpteen years, we actually got our license the same year, 2012. Whoa, so long? Yeah, so, I don't know, she's all kind of things. She's a grief counselor, she's representative in the region for certain pharmaceutical entities, etc. And a whole heap thing. But the most important thing about her is that she really loves the greatest high school in Jamaica, right? Not calling any names, just saying, not calling any. But he's my good friend. You know, me and she fight every single day, but he's still my good friend. Please welcome practitioner Jennifer Livingston.
Good morning, Stephen. Good morning. After all of that, I don't even know if he should get that hug, but hey, it's still my good friend. Yes, and we are champions of football this year. So good morning, beloveds. Good morning. It is so good to be with you this Sunday morning on Practitioner Sunday, and it is always a pleasure for me to be here with you. I want to also welcome all of you who are joining us online, as well as those of you in the sanctuary. I don't see any first-time guests, but if you're a first-timer online, please put your contact in the chat so we can stay in touch. Okay, so I want to thank Steve for setting the tone for this morning's service. I don't know who paid him, but it wasn't me, okay? But thank you so much, Practice. And so have you been enjoying the Prosperity Palooza? Because I'm sure you definitely have been, because I have, okay? And I hope you've been participating too, okay? All right. I don't want to single out anybody, but I'm thanking somebody very especially for all those wonderful baskets that we've been getting as a gift. So thank you. You know who you are. So today we're at week 4. And this week we're rocking the color blue. And as I look around, I see so many different shades of blue. But before I go any further in my talk, I just want to share with you a few facts about this color. It is the color of the ocean and the sky, and it often symbolizes stability, calm, strength, peace, loyalty, inspiration, or wisdom. It represents God's presence, holiness, and eternal nature, and it is associated with spiritual realization and the expansive feeling of infinite possibility. So many things about the color blue, right? So as you wear the many shades of blue this morning, just embody what this color means to you, okay? Well, today, my topic is living generously, the joy of giving. And let me begin by sharing with you a true story, the story of the gift of life. Brenda Jones, a 69-year-old grandmother, had spent a long year waiting for a liver transplant. Her need was significant, and a viable liver became available at a hospital in North Texas. At the same hospital, a 23-year-old young woman named Abigail Flores was also in desperate need of a liver. Abigail's condition was far more critical than Brenda's, and doctors feared she only had a day to live without a transplant. Faced with this situation, the medical team asked Brenda if she would be willing to give up her spot as the primary recipient so that Abigail could have a chance to survive. Without hesitation, Brenda agreed. Brenda's selfless act had a profound impact. For Abigail, she received the life-saving liver transplant just in time, allowing her to live and thrive. While for Brenda, her remarkable compassion brought her a deep sense of peace and joy. She famously told a local news station, "In my heart, I wouldn't have been able to live with the liver if I had let that little girl die." For the community, the story of her generosity inspired countless others and highlighted the incredible power of altruism, which is a selfless concern for the well-being of others without care for one's own interests. It created a ripple effect of kindness, demonstrating how one person's sacrifice can offer hope and life to another, while bringing immense fulfillment to the giver as well. You see, true generosity is not just about money. It's a holistic approach to life.
that brings profound joy and fulfillment. In his book, Living the Science of Mind, by our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes, in the chapter on getting and giving, he reminds us that each one of us is a point in the infinite mind, a center in the consciousness of God, the living spirit, and as such, we can take in only what we give out. Similarly, Jesus, the master teacher, said, "Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be put in your bosom. For with the same measure that you use, it will be measured back to you." And that's Luke 6:38, New King James Version. Friends, when we're living generously, we allow the law of circulation to flow in and out through us. In metaphysical terms, the law of circulation refers to the principle that energy, thoughts, and emotion continually flow and cycle through the universe and within individuals. It suggests that what we emit, whether positive or negative, returns to us in some form, emphasizing the importance of maintaining a balanced and harmonious exchange to foster growth, healing, and continued spiritual development. Remember, what you set in motion in life bears an uncanny resemblance to what comes around in your life. Keep in mind also that the awareness or the motive beneath your initiating action, that is your giving, is what determines the nature of the results. It will also determine how much joy we experience in our giving. And in the Science of Mind philosophy, Dr. Holmes teaches that joy is inherent in our true nature, arising when we align our consciousness with the infinite joy of spirit. Now, Thomas Troward, an English author whose work had a significant impact and influence on the New Thought movement, and Holmes in particular, describes joy as one of the normal of life's innate qualities, like peace and love. And in our Science of Mind teaching, we view joy as an inner divine quality accessible through spiritual alignment and practice. Both Dr. Holmes and Troward suggest that joy is universal. So then, as we look at this matter of joy, the joy of giving, there are a number of ways in which this benefits the giver. And here are a few. Scientifically, studies have shown that it creates in the individual what is termed the helper's high. And this is a euphoric, feel-good sensation experienced after acts of kindness or altruism. I'm sure you can relate, right? Yes. And it's triggered by the brain releasing endorphins, serotonin, and oxytocin, which, by the way, also reduces stress. So you see, that's how important it is for us to give. Also, the act of generosity improves well-being in that it boosts self-esteem, it lowers blood pressure, and it can contribute to a longer lifespan. Imagine that. You may want to think about giving some more, right? But selfless giving also creates a ripple effect, as one act of generosity often inspires others and creates a positive feedback loop. There are also many facets to our giving that we can explore. And when we are living generously, we can give of our time by volunteering. In fact, right here at our center. Seek out ways in which you can give of your time or talent. You see, you can possibly help out the hospitality team. Or you may want to serve as a greeter in the usher corps, or you could even support the tech team. You know, we had some challenges earlier, so help is always needed. But these are only a few suggestions of ways in which you can get involved here at the center. You can seek out any way that you feel comfortable in participating, and you decide what's best for you. But you may also want to look at mentoring young people. And it's funny because I had your name in my talk this morning, Mr. Rain. I said, Doug, when he came up last week to speak about his scholarship award, which he just told you how many donors he had so far, he mentioned that he was going to use the rest of his life to support and mentor youth. Right, sir? That's right. So you may also want to look at mentoring young people. We have young people here at the center who can use your guidance and support. And for myself, I do that at my high school. Of course, remember which high school is that this year? There you go, the one that has won the champions of football. So yes, every week on a Tuesday, I do go in and I mentor boys and girls in the age group of 12 to 14. Now that exchange is an education in and all of itself, okay? Because I believe that I learn so much more from them than they're learning from me, because the children of that age, they just tell you like it is, and they ask the questions. Sometimes I don't even have the answers. But it is a joy that you get from just being involved with young people, and it keeps you young, okay? My friends, but there are other ways you can give generously to life. And in fact, you can also simply give blood. Donate to the local blood drive. How many of you have thought of that as a way of giving to life? In fact, the life you save may be your own. So think about that. But if all you have to give is a smile, you can give that too. You see, you don't know whose day it will brighten. And so the point is that everyone, regardless of their financial situation, has something valuable to offer. And when you give, you have a sense of purpose, for you are often contributing to something larger than oneself, and this brings such profound fulfillment. But of course, we want to ensure that when we do these acts of generosity, we do not end up surprising ourselves. However, as happened in this travel agency, a travel agent looked up from his desk to see an elderly lady and an older gentleman peering in the shop window at the posters showing the glamorous destinations around the world. The agent had had a good week, and the dejected couple looking in the window gave him a rare feeling of generosity. He called them into his shop and said, "I know that on your pension, you could never hope to have a holiday. So I'm sending you off to a fabulous resort at my expense, and I won't take no for an answer." He took them inside the office and asked the secretary to write 2 flight tickets and book a room in a 5-star hotel. They, as expected, gladly accepted the offer and were on their way. About a month later, the little lady came into the shop, and the agent says eagerly, "How did you enjoy your holiday?" She said, "The flight was exciting and the room was lovely. I have come to thank you, but one thing puzzled me. Who was that old guy I had to share the room with?" No, I'm not buying the drink, Steve. Friends, many religious teachings from all different faiths, not just our Science of Mind teaching, emphasize giving as an act of love, gratitude, and service to God, finding it more blessed to give than to receive, as stated by the Apostle Paul in Acts 20:35. And friends, the act of gratitude, which we explored in week 2, of which Steve just reminded us, When Reverend Ann shared that gratitude attracts abundance and it is a spiritual magnet, not only is it that, but it also cultivates a grateful heart, which is a foundation for joy. And in our Science of Mind Foundations class that recently concluded towards the end of last year with Reverend Michelle, joy was one of the final topics we covered. And we looked at the joy of prosperity, which is the deep, abiding happiness that comes from recognizing and expressing the fullness of life flowing through every area of our being. In metaphysical terms, prosperity is a consciousness of abundance, an awareness that we live in an unlimited universe where a divine source is our birthright. The joy of prosperity is the soul's delight in the awareness that God's abundance is limitless and that we are one with the flow. So as we continue to celebrate our Prosperity Palooza, how does the joy of prosperity unfold? Well, it begins with awareness of the infinite source of abundance that surrounds us. It expresses as gratitude for all that we have in our lives, and it manifests as giving and circulation, for as we give, so must we receive. It reflects inner peace at the center of our being, that which is never disturbed. And it is the joy of creation that comes forth as a result of our giving to life. So please join me now in this affirmation. I'll read it through first, and you can say it after me. I give freely for the shared joy of giving, and life generously unfolds in rich, rewarding experiences. I'll break it down. I give freely for the shared joy of giving. I give freely for the shared joy of giving. And life generously unfolds in rich, rewarding experiences. And life generously unfolds in rich, rewarding experiences. So, what then is our call to action today? If you are committed to living generously and embracing the joy of giving, then here are some practical tips that you can use. 1, start with intentionality. Be deliberate in seeking out opportunities to give. Take small steps. Start small. Give of your time. Give a listening ear, a kind word, or share what you have, not just money. Practice random acts of kindness. Challenge yourself to even one daily act of kindness. And in fact, random acts of kindness is a day that's celebrated. It's mostly in North America on February 17th. So you may want to think about that. And here are a few simple things that you can do as a random act of kindness. Holding the door for someone who is coming in or going out of a store, offering to help someone carry a heavy load, buying coffee for someone in line behind you when you're getting your coffee in the morning. Simple acts that build the habit of generosity. You can participate in sacred service, such as right here at the center on World Day of Service when we visit the Bethlehem Children's Home, or in any act of serving others. This is a spiritual practice. And finally, a mindset shift. Friends, that is moving from a scarcity mindset to an abundant mindset. In conclusion, therefore, remember, as you go through this week, be generous. Look for opportunities to step outside of your comfort zone. Help someone. Give cheerfully. Keep in mind that the manner of giving, which is with a joyful heart, matters, not just the amount. And finally, see yourselves as a channel. View blessings as flowing through you to others, not just to you. Friends, go forth and joyously bless the world with your generosity. And you'll get a jump start today. Participate in our Chinese gift exchange this morning. Stay behind. Join in the fun. Namaste.
Thank you, Livy Jane. Some great stuff. My personal takeaway is giving reduces stress and make you live long. I particularly like that. Our musical item. No, did we applaud Jennifer? I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Oh, that's why I never heard it, so thank you. Okay, I got you. Just making sure. I was saying about our musical item. I don't even deserve the musical item, but it's all right. Who is she? Alicia. Alicia. No, I did see you when you came in, but I didn't notice where you went. Please, welcome.
Right, good morning, everyone, good morning. Yes, thank you for having me. I know we're almost a month in, but Happy New Year. All right, so especially in light of this morning's message, this particular item that I'm gonna render was thought to be appropriate, and especially in light of what's happening in today's world, the message is definitely relevant and pertinent. So as usual, if you know the song, feel free to join in. Je t'aime, te amo, ya ti via le blu, ni yo I love you. The sounds are all as different as the lands from which they came, and though the words are all unique, our hearts are still the same. Love in any language, straight from the heart, pulls us all together, never apart. And once we learn to see it, all the world will hear. Love in any language, fluently spoken here. We teach the young our differences, yet look how we're the same. We love to laugh, to dream our dreams, we feel the sting of pain. From Leningrad to Lexington, the farmer loves his land, and daddies all get misty-eyed to give their daughters hand. Well, maybe when we realize how much there is to share, we'll find so much in common to say it isn't a bear. Love in any language, straight from the heart, pulls us all together, never apart. And once we learn to speak it, all the world will hear. Love in any language, fluently spoken here. Though the rhetoric of government may keep us worlds apart, there's no misinterpreting the language of the heart. Love in any language, straight from the heart, pulls us all together, never apart. And once we learn to speak it, all the world will hear. Love in any language, fluently spoken here. Oh, love in any language, straight from the heart, pulls us once we learn to speak it, all the world will hear. Love in any language, fluency spoken here. Love in any language, straight from the heart. Oh, it holds us all together, never apart. And once we learn to speak it, all the world will hear. Love in any language, fluency spoken here. Oh, love in any language, fluency spoken here. Oh, love in any language, fluency spoken here. Love in any language, spoken here.
Merci. Damn. One more time for Alicia, please. Am I the only one? Am I the only one who is amazed by a big voice coming out of and not doing any short jokes, okay? Don't ask me for anything. It's time for us, stay seated please, to do, no, we should stand, sorry. We should do our prayer of Jamaica now. Could we stand please? Together, the radiant light of God's love is now flowing through us and from us to everything and everyone it touches. The eternal light of God's love now completely fills, covers, and surrounds our island, Jamaica. The glowing intensity of the light of God's love now interpenetrates and awakens within the hearts and minds of our countrymen and women the truths of life which set free. The light of God's love is growing and glowing in intensity in the hearts and minds of mankind everywhere. Love, health, harmony, goodwill, peace, uprightness, integrity, joy, prosperity, kindness, and our oneness under God are now established, and so it is. And so it is. Please be seated. Love in any language, fluently spoken here. That the Temple of Light should make that our reality. Wow. Our love offering blessing. Before doing the love offering blessing, online, persons online, remember donate.templeoflightcsl.org. And for those of us here who only have credit cards, because I didn't know Steve was going to ask for cash, Shelley has the machine. My name is not on it, so feel free to see her after the service. The love offering blessing is on the envelope. And remember, we have 2 envelopes. So say the blessing twice, or say it loud, and put something in the music ministry envelope as well. Blessing. Lovingly I give, joyfully I receive. Be thou fruitful, increase and multiply. Bless, prosper, and enrich everyone whom you touch, and replenish all of my financial affairs. So be it. Thank you, Father, and so it is. All right, so while we're not singing this next song, you can bring up your offering. Those of you who have cash or wrote a check, And the rest, just see Shelley afterwards. But we have to learn the chorus for the second tune. Let Gabby go in the middle. Go in the middle. Listen to me now. We have to sing that song here properly. I mean, I call the name, but our keyboardist is musical director for the person who write the song. So if we flop the song, we're in trouble. I could just work the chorus, right? That's our mainstay. All right, so play the melody for us, please. Listen. You bring me joy, joy to my soul. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy, 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 joy into my soul. Hold on a second. No. Ready? Don't worry about it. Yeah, man, everybody's standing. It's a nice little tune we can dance to, I think. Together. Joy into my soul. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy, 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 joy. Say that one more time. To my soul. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy, 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 joy into my soul. When I think of where I'm coming from, and I think of all I've been through, I realize that my life was surely missing you, and you came and made me brand new. There's not a minute or an hour I don't think of you, and every breath that I breathe is for you too. Whether day or night, I hold my head up high and declare you're my everything. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy, 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 joy. Do that chorus again, please. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy, 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 joy into my soul. Next verse. You are my rock of ages, the solid rock on which I stand. My life's not worth living without your presence. Thank you, Spirit, for being my friend. No greater love could there be than for a man to lay down his life for a friend. So I'm sure, yes, I'm sure you are my God and King. True salvation, that's what you bring. One time. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy, 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 joy into my soul. You bring me joy into my soul. Well, Chevelle can't quarrel with me. That never bad. That never bad at all. That never bad. Thank you, sir. This gentleman here actually tours with Chevelle Franklin, Mr. Odile Martin. So the piano intro there and thing are the real. Play about the intro the wicked, Play about the jar. I could just sing the chorus again. Just the chorus. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy, 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 joy into my soul. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy into my soul. You bring me joy, 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 joy into my soul. Yeah, Chevelle looking some backup singers. So, Odile, just a set it phone, so they can tell me thanks afterwards. All right, so we have to do our acknowledgements. Is Connie here? Miss Connie Nugent, responsible for our floral arrangements this morning. And I want to empathize with Connie, She married to my brethren for 50 years. Can you imagine that? Why, Connie Osh. But he's a good guy still. So they are celebrating their anniversary this month. Today. Last week. Oh, last week was their 50th anniversary. So a hand for Connie and Victor. We have to thank our musicians. Why, I don't know, but we have to thank them anyway. Odile, Silvano, Matthew, Alicia, Steve. How are you saying? Who are our ushers this morning? I say Angela. Oh, how could you? What's the name again? I know not dash what the other name. You know the name? All right. The people who there. Yeah, The Daya Singers. Yeah, man. That's a new name now. The Daya Singers, because it's only them turn up every time. All right. Osh. Tech team. Auntie Christine. Lauren. That's it. Okay, sorry. Tyrell, Vance, Chevrolet. Boy, Lauren, I tell you, Lauren, I'm a personal brethren. This morning when I walk up and never see Lauren care, believe me, I start crying. But till I'm already saying, time I come to temple and I see him care, I just go back home. So, thank you, sir. So, one of the things about the hospitality team is that every week because they're about so I get no food. So, for the last 2 weeks, I get about 10 food. So, I'm going to stop cussing, all right? I'm going to stop cussing. Hospitality, Yvonne, Reverend Sonia, who else is here? Tamu, Chima, and Jeannie's back? Welcome back, Jeannie. All right, so yeah, by now, do all want to like and subscribe the subscribe to the YouTube channel. So tell your friend them. Ushers, I did ushers. I said Angela. Where's Paulette? I don't see Paulette. Are they here? Oh, what you say? May I tell you? Paulette and Angela, thank you. So remember now to speak with Shelley afterwards. Even if you spoke to her already, speak to her again. And people online, donate.templeoflightcsl.org. So practice, Jennifer will now bless our love offering and do the closing affirmative prayer.
Please join me now in this love offering blessing and the closing affirmative prayer. Recognizing that there's only one presence, one power, God. God, the good gift, the giver of all good gifts. That which has brought us into being this morning and allowed us to pour out into this sanctuary and those online our gifts of treasure. I know that every person who has allowed themselves to be a giver this morning of time or talent or treasure, that these gifts now go towards the spread of this teaching, and I know that it comes back to them multiplied, pressed down, shaken together, and running over is the measure that is put into our laps. So we simply allow ourselves to continue to live life generously, giving of the gifts of everything that we receive, knowing that as we give, it comes back to us multiplied. And so as we go from this center this morning, we take this consciousness of giving with us. I know that as we go through this week, we practice random acts of kindness. And we know that as we help each other along the way, the world is blessed for having us be a part of it. So this morning, for every person who will participate in our activity after service or gift exchange, I know that all of this comes together in an outpouring of just unmatched generosity and love and sharing. I give thanks for each person, for every giver, and I simply release this word to that infinite law of mine that has already said yes. Thank you, God, that this is so now, and so it is.
Before we sing the peace song, we'll be singing Joy. You giving out the prize? Just get up and pick somebody. You know who you have in mind already? All right, come.
She acknowledgement. You don't give out your prize.
Just-
Yeah, before the peace song. Gabby, usual acknowledgement for Prosperity Palooza Week 4.
Good morning, everybody. I'm going to show off my bias today. I picked one person. We're not voting. This is no longer a democracy. So I picked the person because they just look so dashing today. And I remember the first week of Prosperity Palooza, the week before Prosperity Palooza began, they came to me in green and said, "Isn't it today we were supposed to wear green?" They were just so excited for Prosperity Palooza to begin, and they've tried their best to be spirited every week. So I just want to recognize that person. Frank, would you come up, please? Yes, you're right. Oh, really quickly, I just want to mention that Matthew looks really nice today. So if you see Matthew today, tell him he looks nice.
Bias.
No, it is not bias. He looks nice.
I want to know, say, Lauren, anytime you can turn on my light. I want to know, say, we did plan for block the road, you know. Because we know to say a pure woman will win this thing. It look like, I wonder who tell Gabby. I wonder who tell Gabby so they plan to block the roads. I don't know, I'm just saying, you know. Can we do the peace song, please, and we'll sing joy instead.
Yes, there is joy on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is joy on earth, a joy that was meant to be. And all as our God, gladly all are we. Yes, we go with each other.
Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Remember to quickly grab something to eat.